गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी राधे जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा की जय। श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरंगा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 13, chapter entitled Brahma Stealing the Boys and Calves. Text 50. चंद्रिका विशद स्मेर है, चंद्रिका विशद स्मेर है, सारुणापांग विकसित, सारुणापांग विकसित, स्वकार्थानाम इव राजः रजः, स्वकार्थानामिव रजः, सत्त्वाभ्यां सृष्टिर्पालकः, सत्त्वाभ्यां सृष्टिर्पालकः, चंद्रिका विशद स्मेरः, सारुणापांग विकसितः, स्वकार्थानामिव रजः, सत्त्वाभ्यां सृष्टिर्पालकः, सत्त्वाभ्यां सृष्टिर्पालकः, विशद स्मेरः, सारुणापांग विकसितः, स्वकर्तानामिह राजा, सत्त्वाभ्यां सृष्टिर्पालकः, माताजीस। चंद्रिका विशद स्मेरः, स्वार्थानां विकसते, स्वकर्तानाम् इव रजः, word to word meaning. Chandrika Vishada Smerahe, by pure smiling like the full increasing moonlight. Sa Aruna Apanga Vikshitahe, by the clear glances of their reddish eyes. Swaka Arthanam, of the desires of his own devotees. Eva, just as Raja Sattvabhyam, by the modes of passion and goodness. Srishtir Palakaha, were creators and protectors. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Those Vishnu forms, by their pure smiling, which resembled the increasing light of the moon, and by the sidelong glances of their reddish eyes, created and protected the desires of their own devotees as if by the modes of passion and goodness. Purport. Those Vishnu forms bless the devotees with their clear glances and smiles, which resembled the increasingly full light of the moon. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. As maintainers, they glanced upon their devotees, embracing them and protecting them by smiling. Their smiles resembled the mode of goodness, protecting all the desires of the devotees, and the glancing of their eyes resembled the modes of passion. Actually, in this verse, the word Raja means not passion but affection. In this material world, Rajogun is passion, but in the spiritual world, it is affection. In the material world, affection is contaminated by Rajoguna and Tamoguna, but in the Shuddha Sattva, the affection that maintains the devotees is transcendental. The word Swakarthanam refers to great desires. As mentioned in this verse, the glance of Lord Vishnu creates the desires of the devotees. A pure devotee, however, has no desires. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami comments that because the desires of the devotees whose attention is fixed on Krishna have already been fulfilled. The Lord's sidelong glances create variegated desires in relation to Krishna and devotional service. In the material world, the desire is a product of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. But desire in the spiritual world gives rise to a variety of everlasting transcendental service. Thus the word Swakarthanam refers to eagerness to serve Krishna. In Vrindavan there is a place where there was no temple, but a devotee desired, let there be a temple and seva, devotional service. Therefore, what was an empty corner has now become a place of pilgrimage. Such are the desires of a devotee. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagara Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsya Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Deshatarine Namo Mahamadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaur Tushe Nama He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhesya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we heard yesterday's class, and Prabhupada in yesterday's purport is writing about Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan and the Tamal tree. And today also in this purport, Prabhupada writes about ISKCON temple. So I thought first we'll discuss that. I'll read it, just listen carefully. In Vrindavan there is a place where there was no temple. Prabhupada is not mentioning which place. He's right there in that place. When he's translating these purports, Prabhupada is right there in ISKCON Vrindavan. But when we read ahead, look at the humility of Srila Prabhupada. So, it is very easy in this material world to attain fame, money. The position, even the position of Indra, even the position of Brahma, it's very easy to attain. It's not very difficult. I was hearing lecture today morning, Prabhupada is saying Brahma is an ordinary living entity. A living entity, obviously is not in that way ordinary, but even if you desire and want to acquire or want the position of Brahma or Indra or any other demigod, it is relatively easy. And what to talk about attaining the riches in this world? Attaining Dhanam, Janam and Sundari is easy. It's not difficult. But what is difficult to attain is humility. Very, very difficult to attain this humility. And we see Srila Prabhupada, he walked the planet, he walked on the planet like a king. You should see the videos of Prabhupada when he's walking. Such aristocratic walk he has. Like a born king. He is a Mahabhagavad devotee. The way he walks. Sometimes you should just see, and like I was reading this, and that's why when I was doing Mangala Charan at Prabhupada's mantra, I got stuck. After that I was not able to move. What I'm supposed to chant further? Then I realized, okay, Mahaprabhu's Pranam mantra is to be chanted, because now these things talk about Prabhupada a lot. Then he writes, there was no temple, but a devotee desired. And who is that devotee? You are that devotee, Srila Prabhupada. Look at the humility. A devotee desired. Most of the time, rather all the times, in Bhagavatam you will never find Prabhupada saying that I. He'll always say we. Why is using the word we? So to achieve Dhanam, Janam, Sundari, Kavitam is not difficult, but to digest it. After achieving that, being humble is something extraordinary. And we can see in life of Prabhupada and so many other devotees. They say, a beggar is proud of his own penny. Even beggars are proud, they have nothing. I was just traveling in train few days back, and I was preaching to a couple. I was talking about karma. They wanted to do some philanthropic activities. I said, karma and all that. I said, even if you help, even if you want to help, people will still suffer in this world, because this is meant for suffering. Prabhupada speaks about this. Prabhupada said, look at these hippies. They are born in so rich families, but they are destined to suffer. So they left voluntarily. It appears that voluntarily they are leaving their homes. No, they are pushed by modes to leave the house, stay on the street. And immediately, some arrangement happened, one beggar came. And they will not even walk. They're sitting like, they sit and they'll walk like sitting, and they'll clean. And money. No. All dirty hair and long beard and all that, I was talking. So then I look at the beggar. Because they were asking, should we give to beggar? The talk was going on, a beggar came. I said, we should give them prasad. So I said, I have paratha, which I have brought from temple. I was traveling from here, I took some parathas for journey. I had some extra parathas. You want? And I told that couple, look, this is called suffering. He's destined to suffer. I'm giving him prasad from temple, but he'll not take it. Even he is proud. There was another experience I had. Small boys, they come and they show something. They'll do some activity in train and they'll ask you money. So there's small boy. Always I used to find him in Jaipur, Bombay route. Regularly used to travel earlier. And he will have this cap and there was a thread and something, like he will rotate like this and it's like helicopter. This fan is rotating. So I was asking money. I gave him one balushahi. I was carrying balushahi, so I gave one balushahi. Then I started talking to him, 4 years old. And he's asking money. I said, what for you are asking money? He said, I showed you this activity. I said, I gave you this balushahi. You should give me money. Immediately took out 10 rupees from his pocket and gave me. Take it. 4-year-old boy. Look at the attitude he has. And this is prevalent. That's why, A Brahma Bhuvana Loka. From Brahma to ant, everyone is in the same illusion. And I am the creator, I am the enjoyer, I am the giver, I am the maintainer. Everyone is under same illusion. Someone may exhibit, low intensity, someone high intensity. Everyone in the material world, otherwise what are you doing in the material world, Prabhu? You should be out by now. If you are in material world, you have this. And desires, will come about desires. Look at the humility Prabhupada is exhibiting. Then Prabhupada said, a devotee desired, let there be a temple and seva, devotional service. Therefore, what was an empty corner has now become a place of pilgrimage. Let there be a temple is what we are reading in Lilamrit these days. It's about ISKCON Vrindavan, it's about ISKCON Mayapur, it's about ISKCON Juhu. Mostly Juhu, but let there be a temple because Prabhupada wanted temples, especially in these 3 places. Prabhupada writes, therefore, what was once an empty corner has now become a place of pilgrimage. Yesterday I was talking to one devotee in Vrindavan. I said, how is the situation? Sri Krishna Govind Prabhu is there. He said, not only temple hall, the courtyard is also packed. The day lockdown was open, the day government announced, okay, we are unlocking, somehow crowd came from everywhere. Bake Bihari temple full, Radha Damodar temple full, Krishna Balram temple full. From where people are coming? And if you read Lilamrit, this place, Krishna Balram temple, when Prabhuji, our senior devotees, are saying, they would have seen ISKCON in those days, that was still like a forest only. Dinabandhu Prabhu was saying, hours it will pass by and then we will see one car going in front of ISKCON. And now government has to stop, police has to stop, no car allowed. This is ISKCON. So they are blocking the parking, all the parking, especially on weekends. Now only we have seen Prem Mandir came recently, then Vrindavan Chandra came. Otherwise, after ISKCON, it's all a forest. And our senior devotees would have seen even ISKCON nearby, only forest. But now it's a pilgrim place. And then Prabhupada writes, such are the desires of a devotee. He is the devotee. So one of the most, I don't know I should say this or not, one of the most undesirable object in this material world is humility. Undesirable. It is difficult to achieve, it is also undesirable. People do not want humility because they think humility means weakness. They think humility means if I become humble, I will be exploited. They think if I become humble, then I will lose. But that is ignorance, because humility will only give you profits and gains, spiritual profits, material, even mental peace. But our false ego is not allowing. That is why I said it is undesirable object. Because there is not even a desire to attain that humility. If you want to create an enemy, just correct that person that you are doing wrong. And you have one enemy. Hari bol. You want one more enemy? Go to another person. You are doing wrong. You have another enemy. You want more enemies? And that's why Chanakya Pandit says, if you correct a foolish person, he'll only become angry. It's difficult. Prabhupada himself said, I am an old man, how can I correct you? You understand yourself. Krishna tried to correct Duryodhan. See what happened? Duryodhan is attempting to tie Krishna. And then Krishna has to show this half universal form. So whoever in this material world tries to correct other person, that becomes enemy. Until unless Jiva Goswami says, until unless the person or a disciple is completely surrendered, do not give him correction. But it's a nature. So that's why you see nowadays even parents and teachers are so much complaining. Every teacher, every parent has complained, bachcha sunta nahi hamara. Because that is what is the mood nowadays. Okay, so these two paragraphs. In one, it is talking about the pure smiling and the sidelong glances. Smile is like a beaming moonlight. Prabhupada writes, which resembled the increasingly full light of the moon. Increasing full light of the moon. And that's goodness. And then eyes, sidelong glances, the reddish part. If you see the Lord, the corner of the eyes is red. If you cannot see here, no problem. Jagannath you have seen? Everything, the entire corner is red. This is called, this reddish part is, that's denoted by passion. But Prabhupada clarifies that is not the mode of passion what we see in material world, that means affection. Lord's eyes are red because of affection for devotees. Eyes become red when you are angry or when you are affectionate. Both times your eyes will become red. So then Lord is affectionate toward the devotees. And this smile of the Lord, Brahma is seeing. Next verse we will see, Brahma is seeing not only Lord Vishnu, he is seeing every living entity serving Lord Vishnu. Next verse it will be spoken about. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. This first verse of Shikshashtakam. There are 7 things mentioned and they are in order. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. The moment you start chanting, what happens? The marjan starts. Even without your knowledge, the marjan starts. That's the beauty of process of bhakti. We have no qualification. We cannot perform any austerities. We have no hope. Seeing all this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us this process. You chant. You cannot do anything else. You just chant. So when we chant, unknowingly, the cleansing of heart starts. Cheto darpana marjanam, bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. And this material world, which is like a forest fire, this holy name will extinguish that. But still, we know this pastime of Lord Srinath ji, Gopal ji, Madhundapuri. 900 pots of water was brought to bathe Gopal from Govindakund. Still he is saying, I am feeling, hot. I'm feeling warm. Go and bring chandan. So even after Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, even the material world, the forest fire of material world is extinguished. That's not sufficient. Then next what happens? Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitranam. This holy name will bring that cool, thanda, thanda, cool, cool. So this is thanda, thanda, cool, cool, the moonlight. If you see Purnima, Purnima is coming, na? Amavasya went, now Purnima is coming. If you go to outskirts of city, you will see that moonlight has cooling effect. Even just by seeing full moon, it pleases us. So much, eyes become so happy just by seeing. So that is what I am saying. Lord, smile is like that. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitranam. Chandrika means the moonlight. So when Lord smiles, all the burning sensations in the heart will go away. When we come in front of the deities, we have to start from lotus feet, the 2 lotus feet, then thighs, then calf, then thighs, then waist, and gradually go to chest, hands, face, and look at the smile of the Lord, the last. If we just, with proper attitude and consciousness, if we start meditating on the form of Lord from the lotus feet, by the time you reach the smiling lotus face, you will see, the effect is we cannot describe it in words. This kind of experience you will get. All the fears will go away. Rather, it is said it's an offense in front of Lord when you come and cry, I have this problem, I have that problem, I have that problem. Why are you crying? Why are you fearful? Why are you in anxiety? If Lord is here, He will take care. No, I lost this, I lost money, I lost wife, I lost husband, I lost my power, I lost strength of my body. So Lord's smiling face when we see, it gives us assurance. Even lotus feet. What is that song? Ashoka Bhaya Amrita. Ashoka Abhaya Amrita. This lotus feet will give you what? Abhaya. Free from fear. Ashoka. Free from shoka. And Amritam. The lotus feet of the Lord. So this is a beautiful bhajan. So just by meditating on lotus feet, will take away all the fear, will give us all assurity, all guarantee. Only if we want that. Do you understand what is called sadist mentality? Some people, sadist mentality nowadays is increasing. It means some people, they like to be sad. हमेशा उनको रोना अच्छा लगता है. Not for Gauranga. Just, they play victim card. Oh, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ. And they always want to cry, always want to be sad. That's called sadist mentality. And if you see narcissism, they are narcissist. What is narcissist? Who have lot of ego, lot of false ego. And they are the person who actually turn up to becoming the saddest. Always will cry. Anything happen, they'll cry. Anything, oh, ये हो गया, oh, बारिश हो गया, अरे धूप निकल गया, अरे बादल आ गया, ना बारिश हो रहा है ना धूप हो रहा है. Every time. If you know how to play mridanga, or you don't know, you cry. I don't know. If you know, oh, I know, then they will tell me to play. Every situation is negative. That's called sadist mentality. If we have, to the degree we have sadist mentality, we can never be happy. Even if Lord personally will come to you, we know this story, na? This old woman, She had this, bunch of wooden logs, small branches, not the logs, the branches. And she's tired. The wood fell down, and she's crying, "Oh, please help me!" And Lord comes. Lord Vishnu appears. What do you want? Can you lift this and put on my head? That's called sadist mentality. So even if Lord comes, we will not be happy because we don't want to be happy. If you ask, if you take a poll all over the world, how many of you want to become happy? Everyone will raise hand. They don't want to become happy. It's increasing. There's a research. The sadist mentality is increasing. They want to be sad. People in material world बोलते हैं ना दुख में मजा ले रहे हैं. So that kind of person, it will be very difficult for him to take proper darshan with the proper consciousness. Effect will be there because he has come in front of Lord, he is paying obeisances, effect will definitely be there. Knowingly, unknowingly, you put your hand in the fire, or you eat medicine, you take vaccination. Vaccination, I don't know, but medicine will have effect. So similarly, when we chant and when we take darshan of Lord, but when we are conscious, we are aware, and that will come by the faith that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. That faith is missing. If faith was there, why would I worry? If I am worrying, if I am in anxiety, because I don't have faith on Lord. Who is Supreme Lord? He is the creator, maintainer, annihilator of entire material creation, and he is maintainer of entire spiritual creation. That means entire creation is actually in the belly of the Lord. Everything is inside him. Do we have faith? No. That's the problem. That's why we will not be able to understand. Oh, what is the meaning of smile? Lord is smiling and it is like Chandrika. And Prabhupada is writing increasingly full light of moon. Because we don't have faith. We are chanting. Sometimes we are not able to chant. Sometimes we are able to chant. So when we are not able to chant, we are facing difficulty. Don't go in lamentation. Take shelter. If you are surrounded by enemies, you're completely surrounded by enemies in the land of enemy, on the land of enemy. They have surrounded you. You will be, obviously, will be in a situation where we'll be fearful. But when in the movie, the lead hero, he is surrounded by enemies, he is not fearful. Or even for that matter, any relative of that actor, of that hero, is surrounded, they will not be fearful because they know hero will come. Udte aayega, pick karke leke jayega. So if we know, even though we are surrounded by enemies, what are the enemies? First of all, we don't know who is our enemy. Who is our enemy? That is also not clear. So that has to be defined. Otherwise, we are fighting with the wrong people. Yeah. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, pride. These are our enemies. And due to illusion, we take them as our friends. And whoever is disturbing my lust, whoever is disturbing my pride, that person is my enemy. So I fight with him. Indradyumna Maharaj was here 4 or 5 years back. Nityananda Theodashi was giving lectures. He gave this wonderful example. He was undergoing a surgery some throat surgery or something was there. So he was in hospital, and the nurse before the operation gave him anesthesia, and he was like, built, very tall height. If you see Maharaj is tall, very nicely built body. So maybe that anesthesia was not sufficient. So he didn't go in complete unconscious state. He was half conscious. And doctor is coming with the mask. Now that time mask was not in a trend. Only doctors used to wear. And sometimes the foreigners would come to India or Asia, they would wear the mask. Now everyone in the world is wearing mask. So then doctor is coming with a mask and with a scalpel, like a knife, scalpel, to perform the surgery. And Maharaj said, I was a boxing champion. And he's like half conscious. And you are half conscious, that means you're not aware what is happening. Some person is coming with the mask on his face, with a scalpel in the hand, and obviously you will think he's coming to kill me. So self-defense mechanism is already built in the system. What is this virus and all that? Whatever is happening is the self-defense mechanism of the planet Earth. We are doing nonsense, it has to retaliate. So she is retaliating. So Maharaj just, closed his fist, put all his strength, and when the doctor came close, he just punched him. And immediately, nurse understood what is the situation. She took one more injection and then Maharaj was unconscious. The operation happened. Next day, doctor came to meet Maharaj. Huge plaster on the nose of doctor. Maharaj said, what happened? So what happened to you? Never mind. Nurse said, you only did that. So then doctor said, Maharaj was telling, very nice learning. Doctor said, you didn't know that I am coming to save you. You thought I am your enemy. Because of the unconscious state or subconscious state, semi-conscious state. You thought I am your enemy. And so you punched me in the self-defense. That's okay, because you were not fully aware. You were not fully conscious. Similarly, we are not fully conscious about our position, about others' position, about the position of the Lord, about the position of Prabhupada. We are not conscious. And that's why we are messing up further. Last time when the storm came, we lost one tree. Now there was the people tree here. Huge tree. Consider Lord Vishnu. There are two trees. One is in the Shiva temple. So these two trees are standing from years. So then the storm came, fell down. Such a strong tree. How can storm was not so powerful that it will demolish the tree, uproot the tree completely. And then research was done. There was a tank which was filled with water. So the tree was having the tree was able to hold the roots, some roots, but some is water. So how the contact was not there. So gradually its roots were losing, they were losing their grip and finally fell down. Another tree we lost this year, this storm, in front of the lawn. It was almost not like this, it was like this. It was not born like this. बचपन से टेढ़ा नहीं था वो. It was born like this only. But maybe some system in the root which is not visible, it becomes tilted and gradually it's going down, going down. 2 weeks back only I was talking to someone, I said we should put some steel support, otherwise it will fall down. Unfortunately, that thing happened and storm came and just fell down. So I was thinking about both these trees. The root was gradually getting destroyed. Similarly, in our bhakti, we don't understand. Internally we are growing or we are destroying ourselves, we don't understand. And then one fine day storm will come and only the stronger ones will remain. And these storms of Maya will come regularly. They keep coming regularly. So some go away, some they just fly off, but on the border somehow saved. But only the strong ones will remain. So we have to analyze, self-analyze, whether the foundation of my bhakti is becoming stronger or it is losing the grip. That's what our homework is every day. Otherwise, one fine day will be gone. It doesn't start on one day. Gradually it's happening. It's building gradually. It's decreasing also gradually. So once we understand, analyze our situation this, then we will know what is my relation, who am I, what is my relation with others, other living entities, what is my relation with Guru, what is my relation with Krishna, what is my relation with this material world. Then you come and take darshan of Lord. You will see this. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam. How that will happen? That will happen by desire. The word Swakarthanam refers to great desires. A very interesting concept Prabhupada is presenting here. As mentioned in this verse, the glance of Lord Vishnu creates the desire of the devotees. Devotees are desireless. You say, then we have heard Prabhupada said nobody can be desireless. Yes, but devotees, the pure devotees, their desires are created by the glance of Lord Vishnu. It says, the glance of Lord Vishnu creates the desire of devotees. Very interesting concept. We all have desires. In the material world, we desire, and only Krishna, when He sanctions, the desire will be fulfilled. In spiritual world, a devotee desires and that desire is fulfilled immediately. What? Krishna's sanction is not required in spiritual world. No, that's a prepaid connection, Prabhu. There's, what do you call? In banking, they say, auto sign, there is auto signature and there is ECR, what do you call? Every month the money is getting deducted. You want to give donation to ISKCON, then you fill that form. No, not recurring. ECR something. Every month the money is getting from your account goes. Electronic clearance. Automatic, because you have already given the authorized signature once. Now every month it will go. Other companies will call you. You can connect your credit card with the mobile company and every month it will automatically pay the bill. Lazy fellow. All these lazy fellows. Only when you have to give donation to an organization which is belonging to Srila Prabhupada, that only you should do auto debit. Otherwise you are lazy. So Krishna's pure devotees, spiritual world, material world does not exist for them. Does not exist for them. The moment they desire, it's fulfilled. Why? Because the desire itself is created in their heart by the desire of Lord Vishnu. You try to understand that. Some of you are like network engineering, computer science, networking you do. So Lord desires something. And this desire is, it goes to the heart of pure devotee. And the pure devotee is desiring. That is why it is said, whatever is coming from the mouth of Guru is coming from Krishna. We should perform only those austerities which are sanctioned by spiritual master, because that will give the fruit. Other austerities will become only karma kand. That is coming from Krishna. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittete Kariya Aikya. That is why. So the Lord desires something. In Nursing Katha we were discussing, the Lord desired to fight and how everything was arranged. The Lord is Satya Sankalpa. So that is why the desires of pure devotees, Prabhupada writes, such are the desires of a devotee. Prabhupada desired a palatial temple for Radha Ras Bihari, manifested. Prabhupada desired Vrindavan temple. Prabhupada said Vrindavan temple should be simple. It is simple. That's why you will see contrast. Both were almost same designer. Surabhi Prabhu. Same time almost construction was going on. Why this has so much marble, there is no marble? Prabhupada writes, we want Vrindavan temple simple. Vrindavan is simple place. It's a village. A simple temple. And then Prabhupada wanted a huge building in Mayapur. Huge temple which will look like capital of America. And that's why the design is like that. Prabhupada's desire. Prabhupada desired this guest house to become like Hilton Hotel. It is like Hilton Hotel. Whatever Prabhupada desire fulfill, and whatever desires are there, we have opportunity to help him, to assist him to fulfill those desires. Anyways, it will get fulfilled. When Mahaprabhu said, Prithvi te ache ata nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe mora naam. No discussion. Period. No discussion. It will happen. And Prabhupada says, take the credit. Like Arjuna took the credit. It will happen. You have to just go and open your mouth and talk about Krishna. And preaching will happen. And that's what is happening. And everyone is able to preach. Everyone is getting result. Everyone is getting result. Why? Because desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada. It was desire of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that people become devotees. All the Americans, Europeans will come to Mayapur and dance with Bengali devotees singing Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hari. Just to fulfill. How I became devotee? Because Lord and His devotees desired that people of this material world who are rotting in this material world, they should become devotees. That is how we become devotees. That is called Ahituki Kripa, causeless mercy. Prahlad Maharaj is praying to Lord Nrsimhadev. He said, my Lord, my body is made up of Rajoguna and Tamoguna, mode of passion and ignorance. I am a, son of a greatest demon. How is it possible that you touched my body? You do not touch anything material. How is it that you are touching my body? How is it that you are licking my body? The prayer of Prahlad Maharaj. Then Prahlad Maharaj comes to the conclusion. He says, my Lord, it is only by your causeless mercy. So I am able to chant because Prabhupada desired that there should be preaching. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said everyone in the on the planet Earth will chant. That is why I am able to chant. Because they desire. This is the power of desire of Krishna, a sample and his devotees. The Prabhupada desire, it will happen. That is why we should become completely fanatics when it comes to the statement of Prabhupada and statement of Krishna. Yesterday, there was a question asked, it was a very scientific question. Oh, not scientific. What word use it? Logic and proposition. So, I was just trying to capture what is the question. And finally, I understood. So, when Srila Prabhupada left this world, obviously, things were new. There was a chaos. And His Holiness Satsvarup Maharaj writes an article in BTG that time. It was published in 79 or somewhere. He says, this is a material world, things will come and go. What will stay? What is eternal? Holy name of the Lord is eternal. Instructions of the Lord are eternal. Instructions of Guru are eternal. So just hold on to that. Many things will change. But if we hold to holy name and instructions of the Lord, then we are saved. The dynamics will keep changing. We have to hold the holy name. So desires. And then he says, a pure devotee, however, has no desires. So the desires of pure devotee are coming because Lord desires. The heart of a pure devotee is playground for the Lord. There's a book by Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj, Playground, Vrindavan, the playground of Lord. So heart of devotee is Vrindavan, which is a playground of the Lord. So Lord desires, and that happens. Who could stop Prabhupada from traveling all over the world? And we know this, Prabhupada pastime. Srila Prabhupada, I think it was in Fiji or somewhere to the eastern side. Fiji or some other country, this side only. And Prabhupada Hong Kong, I think. And Prabhupada wanted to take bath. At airport, maybe there was no facility. All international airport, but there's no bathing facility. And you go to any place in the world, there's no bathing facility. And nowadays you go to even toilet, there is no water. It's a trouble, no? It's a problem for us. Sometime I ask devotees who travel, I said, how do you manage? When you go to US, one devotee went for company work. How do you manage 15 days in hotel? There's no tap, there's no jet. Not fitted in the seat, not hand jet. How do you manage? He said, Prabhu, bottle, desi ilaj. Prabhupada wanted to take bath. Prabhupada told his secretary, I want to take bath. He said, I'm looking for the place. He was looking but couldn't find. Maybe there was a VIP lounge but couldn't find. Prabhupada got up, he took his gamcha, he removed his clothes, wore one gamcha, took another gamcha, went, there's a basin, then a hand wash area. Prabhupada took his lota, filled the lota and started taking bath. On the airport, and everyone is just amused. And security people, nobody could even come near to him and tell him, stop this. He took bath. And he finished bath, he came, he wiped his body and took, wore dhoti kurta, tilak. This is fresh. Nobody, and cleaners are called and they're cleaning. They're fortunate to clean this Mahaprasad water. And Prabhupada was in London Rath Yatra. It was in 1975, London Rath Yatra. And all the time policemen are telling devotees, walk fast, walk fast. This is the problem. Some problems are eternal problems. Rath Yatra, chalo, chalo, jaldi, 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 bhagao Swami ji. Traffic jam ho raha hai. Like, go ahead, go ahead. And they told Prabhupada, he just shrugged off. Now devotees are even scared to tell Prabhupada. Prabhupada is walking at his own pace. And till the end of Rath Yatra, Prabhupada didn't walk fast. Whatever he wanted, rather sometime Prabhupada will just stand, he will turn back, look to Jagannath and dance. You can see the video. He's dancing like this. But policemen were, and some of the disciples told that policeman, our spiritual master, he decides. You tell him, no, we will not tell him. A policeman, he's not able to go and tell Prabhupada. Why? Who's stopping him? This is the desire of a pure devotee. They cannot be checked. Prabhupada writes in first canto. Devotees, he says, Krishna is supremely independent. Okay? Devotees are also completely independent in executing the desire of Krishna. Nobody can check them. Prabhupada writes, nobody can check them. So it is happening, we can see. Sanatana Goswami comments, because the desire of the devotees whose attention is fixed on Krishna have already been fulfilled. Desires are already, it's like prepaid. Prepaid taxi you take. Payment is already done. In the material world, desire is a product of Rajogun and Tamogun, but the desire in the spiritual world give rise to variety of everlasting transcendental service. Thus the word Swakarthanam refers to eagerness to serve Krishna. So even while in material world, if we practice this, we can achieve this, we can attain this. By having unflinching faith on the holy name, on the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, on the instruction of Krishna, we can attain this. Then there is no, for devotees there is no material world. If you go to your father's home, you sleep in this bedroom or that bedroom, how does it matter? It's father's house. So it's father's property, spiritual world, material world, it's all belonging to one father. It's only, living entities like us who are in illusion, they are put into further illusion. Otherwise there is no difference. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any comments, any question, if anyone has? Yes. Maybe Mahanand Bro can maybe remove the mask.
All right. Hare Krishna. It was a very nice lecture you have given. One thing, Dalai Lama and our ex-president, his name I have forgotten, they said, what is the necessity of constructing these temples here and there, spending lots of money, crores and crores. Earlier, ashrams were there, ashram. There, munis, rishis, they were imparting education, all this to the brahmacharis. And you are spending a lot of money, and I have seen I am here in this temple last 22 years. I have seen that so many brahmacharis came and gone. Then we are spending a lot of money also that way. So what is your opinion? Why this gorgeous temples required?
So I could understand two questions. What I heard is why we need temples, why we need such gorgeous temples, and the training related to brahmachari is what you said. So we cannot exactly say that brahmacharis came and gone. It's like a training ground. So devotees came, they got trained. Some stick to this place. Some students come, and after passing, some student become teacher in that college only. So they continue. And others, they look for other things, but they practice bhakti. That is more important. The training is not for the ashram. Training is for bhakti. Ashram is material. Bhakti is eternal and spiritual. So just they came and gone, they have trained, they have learned. They have not gone, they are practicing bhakti somewhere else. They are preaching. Many are opening centers. And why do we need palatial buildings? There are many answers. That why Supreme Lord should stay in a hut or should stay in a simple house. If mortals, if materialistic people are living in a palace, palaces, you see all over the world, huge. Bill Gates has one complete island of himself. Completely protected, all the sides water, and there is security, and there is electrical fencing. Something like how Bhaumasura protected himself. But Krishna he destroyed everything. This fellow, our Ambani, I recently heard his house is now valued at 16,000 crore rupees. When it was constructed, it was 6,000 crore. Now it is 16,000 crores. The mortals are staying. how much more we should give to Krishna. So this palace is love of Srila Prabhupada for Radha Ras Bihari. And further temples which are opening, that is love of devotees for Krishna. That is devotional service. So we want to serve Krishna to the best. Like you see the bhoga offering. Why we need so much, so nice quality? Because he is Krishna. Because you love him. That's why you want to do. If you love someone, you will want to give everything to him or her. That is love. So that is love. So there's the love of devotees. These are 2-3 things I can say.
This is only for the attraction of the general mass to come and to the temple and stay here, and you are giving their 5-star facilities here. So that is the one way. That attraction is there. There are coming a lot of people, brahmacharis, and they stay some days and go.
So we are not giving facilities, Prabhuji. It's we should not think that we are giving facilities to brahmachari. I myself am a beggar. What can I give facility to others? For everyone, Krishna is giving. Krishna is providing for all of us. Now some may stay in ashram, some may stay in grihastha ashram, some may stay in brahmachari ashram, some may stay in sannyasi ashram. Krishna is providing for everyone. And Krishna, sometimes there's a comparison. Oh, ye devotee ko zyada mila, mujhe kam mila. That is how Krishna desires. And the person who understands this, he'll accept whatever comes. Yadrichaya labha santushto. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. But because we have so many anarthas, we see, oh, he's got more, I got less. It's Krishna's providing. It's not the fault. It's not management who's providing. It's not management's fault also. Ultimately, it's Krishna's providing. So whether you stay in temple, you stay in your home. He is the provider. And what is the problem if Krishna is providing? So someone, this is everywhere materialistic, even people outside ask, what is the problem if someone has left everything and Krishna wants to provide to him? Why shouldn't Krishna provide to him who has left everything? Prabhupada is telling in one lecture in Los Angeles, Prabhupada said, Krishna is even providing to non-devotees. Krishna is providing to Mayavadis. Krishna is providing to people who say that Krishna doesn't exist. Krishna is providing to people who blaspheme Krishna. Why Krishna will not provide to his own devotees? Krishna is partial. But then, ye yathamam prapadnate, someone will come to you. For example, there are 2 assistants of yours. Take example, 2 servants of yours. One is very sincerely serving. And one is like, theek hai, kar liya, aadhe man se. So obviously you will give salary to both. But then you will give some extra Mahaprasad, some extra cash to the person who is serving you more. It's very natural, and this quality is coming from Krishna. So someone who has left everything, even for 2 years he joins, even for 2 days he joins. For 2 days he left everything and came. Why Krishna should not be grateful to him? Why Krishna should not provide for him? Even if 2 days, even after 2 days he says, oh, I can't stay here, this is not fit for me. Okay, then you take another ashram, grihastha ashram. So what is the problem if person stays 2 years in brahmachari ashram and then leaves? Or 20 years in brahmachari ashram? Or 50 years, even after 50 he can leave. That's okay. So for even 50 years Krishna is grateful. Like Prabhupada was ever grateful to his disciples because the work they have done to assist Srila Prabhupada is tremendous.
And some devotees left on the ground. That what is the guarantee that what is the guarantee that I will go back home to God?
What is the guarantee whether you will go back or whether we will go back home, back to Godhead? It's your practice, it's your faith which will take you. If you don't do it, you will not go. If we develop love for Krishna, then Krishna will invite us. Otherwise, why we will go to, even why we want to go to? Why shall I go to Krishna's planet when I don't love Krishna? I don't even like to see him. Why shall I go to spiritual world? When I have so much love that I cannot live without Krishna even for a moment, then I will be taken inside. Why Krishna wants someone who's a cold person? Is a cold person. Krishna wants people who cannot even, breathe without Krishna. So what is the guarantee? There is no guarantee. If someone desires to stay here eternally, this material world is eternal, and someone desires, they can stay eternally. Someone wants to go, then he has to progress. There is no guarantee. It's up to our practice whether we want to go or not.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
उपदेशो हि मूर्खानाम प्रकोपाय न शांते, बोध खलास न रुचे अहिमुखी दुग्ध होय गरल, स्वान पुच्छ नलिकेत घातले होय न सरल, पयपानाम भुजंगानाम केवलम विश्वर्धनम। जो बदमाश लोग होते हैं, मूर्ख होते हैं, उनको अच्छा बात बताने पर उनको डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता है, वो गुस्सा हो जाते हैं। उपदेशो हि मूर्खानाम प्रकोपाय न शांत, और क्रोध को बढ़ता है उनका। और बोध खलास न रुचे अहिमुखी दुग्ध होय गरल, और जो सांप है उसको दूध पिलाए तो उसमें मुख में दूध विष हो जाता है, जबकि दूध अमृत है, दूध से जीवन मिलता है। पयपानाम भुजंगानाम केवलम विश्वर्धनम, और जो सांप है उसको दूध पिलाने से उसका विष बढ़ जाता है। तो इस प्रकार जो मूर्ख है उसका तो हमें त्याग करना है, उनके पीछे जाने की आवश्यकता है नहीं। और इसी आप जैसे समझा, इसी प्रकार से एक है, ठेवेले आनंते तैसे चे राहावे चित्त्य सुधावे समाधान, नको खेद करो कोणत्या गोष्टीचा पतितो लक्ष्मीचा जाणत असे, सकळ जीवांचा करीतो सांभाळ तुझ मुकलेले ऐसे नहीं। जैसे प्रभु रखे हैं ऐसे रहने का है। ठेवेले आनंद तैसे राहावे, और मन में संतोष रखना है, प्रभु हमें ये स्थिति रखा है, ये हमारे लिए अच्छा है। नको खेद करो कोणत्या गुरु, आप किसी चीज़ की चिंता नहीं करना है। जैसे जो पति है, पत्नी की क्या आवश्यकता है इसको समझते हैं, और उसी प्रकार जो भगवान विष्णु है, जो सबके पिता है, तो किसके लिए क्या आवश्यकता है, लक्ष्मी पति, वो सब जानते हैं। तो ऐसा नहीं कि उन्होंने हमको छोड़ दिया है, हमें विश्वास है कि प्रभु हमारा पालन करते हैं, वे ही हमारे पालनहार हैं। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण। माता जी क्वेश्चन है, आप आशीर्वाद दीजिए कि हम उस कैटेगरी से, मैं उस कैटेगरी से निकल पाऊँ, मूर्खा नाम। कितना भाव है मेरा? आप बोले अच्छा भाव है। अच्छा, ऐसे में अच्छा भाव, मुझे लगा रेट अच्छा है ऐसा। मैं भी वही हूँ। Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. As always, it's an amazing class. I have a little clarification. Maybe I got it wrong. When you mentioned that how to make enemies, you go correct somebody and you can be sure that you become an enemy. Whereas, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur would always say, I go and sit next to somebody who chastises them, glorifies, because it's a learning experience. And there are so many protocols to be followed, how you can correct. So, you need to say somebody who's being corrected, that means you become a foe, you become an enemy right away.
If you want to get corrected and you go and approach the person and ask for correction, you are asking, you are seeking, so you will grow. But when we give correction to someone, as Prabhuji quoted, Murkhanam, so people who are in ignorance, who are in illusion, if you tell them, Prabhu, you are not doing right, he is sleeping, and you wake him up chanting. Why wake? When is around? Well, who said I am sleeping? I am chanting. So that they become angry. That means they are foolish people, not very intelligent. So that is how he will remember that negative experience of you. And if you correct 2-3 times, he'll become your enemy. But still, Prabhupada said, what can I do? It's my duty. So it's a duty of Guru. Krishna also tried. Krishna tried with Karna. Krishna tried with Duryodhan. Krishna tried with Dhritarashtra. Nobody agreed to him. But Krishna has his duty to correct. So Guru's duty is to correct. And that is why Guru has to accept also. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur used to correct. People will listen, but there's a different time. Prabhupada corrected. The question asked to is always Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. What is the difference between that generation and this generation? He said this generation devotees have no surrender. It contains all the answers. So because we are not surrendered, we are coming here. I was talking yesterday, giving one lecture. I am chanting because I like to chant. I am attending class because I like to attend class. I am reading Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita because I like to read. I am coming for darshan because I like. The center is you. Till the time this has to transform, the center has to become Guru or Krishna. Then you will accept every correction. Haridas Thakur was beaten up. What to talk about correction? He was beaten up in 22 marketplaces. He didn't mind. Jesus was killed. He didn't mind. So it is for the people who are under illusion, mode of passion and ignorance. Even if some person who is under illusion but still trying to improve comes to goodness, when he is given correction, he will take it positively. Otherwise, most of the people in the world will not take it.
Very satisfying answer. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Yeah, 30 seconds started.
हरे कृष्णा। माइनस प्लस, तो जो लोग कृष्ण के साइड में थे उनको दुष्ट लोगों का दर्शन करना पड़ता था, और दुर्योधन दुष्ट था, उसका चेहरा देखने का है इधर रहने से। लेकिन कर्ण, भीष्माचार्य और द्रोणाचार्य उनके दूसरे पार्टी में थे, वो प्रभु का दर्शन करते हुए उनको अवसर मिला और वो भगवान का धाम गए, तो दोनों का उद्धार हुआ। हरे कृष्ण।
और क्योंकि दुर्योधन एंड पार्टी धाम जाने वाले हैं, भगवान के सामने आके शुद्ध हो गए, तो भगवान की पार्टी वाले जो उनको देख रहे हैं वो भी शुद्ध हो गए, क्योंकि भक्तों को देख रहे हैं।
वंदेहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुता पदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं